Yeah, that was him.
Yeah.
Is that a soap opera? The Days of Our Lives?
Days of Our Lives.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, where's that? Okay.
We were trying to think of a name for the podcast, and I came up with Days of Our Lives.
Yeah, and I was like, because we originally had the pink couch, and I wanted to call it the pink bussy couch.
Yeah.
That was, and it was a cute, catchy name.
Yeah.
But Warren said he wanted to restore the couch, so I was like, okay, fine then. So I was like, okay, I'm like, well, I'm not gonna touch the couch, right? I'm not gonna start a fucking series about a pink couch if we're not gonna follow through.
Yeah.
So like, okay, so then I just like, let's just fuck around with this fucking setup, and then I mean, I guess it's worked out. I mean, 3 episodes in and shit. So I mean, we might change it. Well, obviously, we'll end up changing it because obviously we're in this situation. We're gonna change. Anyways, welcome back to another episode. Oh my god! So we have our friend Michael Wazowski. Michael Myers. Welcome back to the Gays of Our Lives because some of you guys, how does it go? You say it. I can't. I'm way too high. I can't do this.
Some people have the days of their lives. We have
the gays of our lives. If you want to be the gays of your lives, yes. Welcome back to episode number, I don't know. With that being said, this is my friend Michael. Michael, we've been friends. We've known each other for like, years.
Yeah,
I think I was still in high school when I met you.
I hope not, because I was on Grindr.
Yeah, bitch, I was on Grindr. I was on Grindr. Well, that's originally how we met. We met on Grindr.
Yes, we did. Yeah.
Can you tell the story because I don't remember?
You were like, do you party? And I was like, no.
No! I was like,
I think we just started chit-chatting and we were like, cool, cute.
We're supposed to like hook up, no?
Yes, we were supposed to hook up. And then it happened like eons later. But and then I actually first met you when I needed you to model.
But that was after years of like talking to each other back and forth because we would like talk in and out. Like I'd delete it or he would delete it, and then like so we would kind of be in and out of the whole conversation.
But I had you on Instagram, and that was it. I would just like something and be like fierce, because that was when you were like heavily doing drag at that time.
Yeah, that was like back in like 2016, 17.
Yeah,
maybe.
it was. Yeah.
And then that's when you hit me up to do one of your projects.
Yes. Yeah, the little photo shoot, and then I think we actually hooked up like a few weeks after that.
Did we?
No.
No, it was like way after that.
Way after that.
Because I was in a relationship with Homeboy back then.
Yes, and it wasn't until like my birthday, and then like 2 or 3 weeks after that.
But that was a year after.
Yeah, I think that was a year after.
I was already moved in here, so that was my first year being here, I think.
Probably, yeah.
So like eons.
Yeah, it was a minute ago.
Yeah. So we've been knowing each other for hella fucking years. We've only been hanging out for like a couple, like maybe
3 or
4 years.
But it feels like a lifetime.
It does. We've gone through so many changes.
Right.
Like you're bald.
I'm bald, yes.
Mask for mask. She's not a bottom no more. She's a top.
Yeah. Fully realized. Changes.
She's a changed woman.
Yes. Which
the church does that.
Conversation. The church does that.
The church does that to you. Conversion, bitch.
Ooh,
it's a true thing.
Yes.
All right, so one of the reasons why I wanted to bring on this podcast, because just a little disclaimer, FYI, if you are under the age of 18 and under, this is probably not a podcast for you.
Anyone
check back
who loves
next week.
us, that doesn't want to know our personal business. Tune out now.
This is gonna get like triple X, like
NSFW.
Yeah, so to all my straights, I apologize ahead of hand. It's gonna be a cute conversation that we're about to have, but I feel like it's very fucking necessary.
Without further ado.
Tune in to OnlyFans for the rest of
the exclusive portion of the segment. Right, so first experiences.
Okay.
Ladies first.
Well, me, I have 2 separate first experiences.
Oh, that's right, because she's bisexual.
Yeah, so I mean, I have my guy one, and then I have my girl one. The guy one wasn't all that interesting. I don't know.
Was it bad?
No.
Did you come?
No.
Of course not. Women don't come these days.
Because men don't know how to pleasure us.
Yeah, no.
Oh, ladies, we need to have a conversation about that sometime.
No, it was very boring. It was just like, oh, okay, this is what sex is. Like, all right, cool. Like, I wasn't in love with the dude. Nothing, like, there was nothing. It was just like, you want to fuck? And it was like, okay.
How old were you?
Just like that.
Yeah.
You just gave it just like that.
Yeah, basically. Like, I was just ready to lose it. Like, and it's, I don't know, it's not that serious. Like, it was never that serious to me. But yeah, I was 17.
Ooh. That's him, actually.
I'm dead.
You're
so stupid. Plot twist, bitch.
Plot
Plot
twist.
But then my other experience with a girl.
Much better.
That was much better. That it was unexpected, and I mean, part of me feels fucked up because it's like I didn't tell her, like, oh, this is my first time with a girl.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So for her, it was like.
She was a pro.
Yeah.
She was in the major things already.
It's giving J. Cole. I never did this before.
Yeah, so I was just kind of like, because she was like, she was like, I have something funny to tell you, and I was like, what? And she was like, this is only my second time with a girl, and and so I laughed, and she probably thought I was laughing at her, and I was like, I'm not laughing at you, I'm like, bro, like, this is my first time. And so we just start laughing, and then, yeah, it was a lot of sex after that.
Love it.
Yeah.
So you continued seeing her after
Yeah.
that? Ooh.
Yeah.
Hella seeing.
That's love. I'm just
Yeah. Yeah, it was nice.
That's nice.
kidding. You still talk to her?
We're not gonna get into
Yeah.
Oh. Tune in next season.
Yeah, that's a different podcast.
Yeah.
Say her name. Say her
Anywho, what about you guys?
I actually lost or found my virginity with someone. So I lost my bottoming virginity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
we have two too.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
That's
'cause
right.
we have two too.
Okay.
I know Danny may have never topped before, but I have topped with these. I'm just kidding. My bottoming experience. Oh no, I topped first, and then I topped someone that I was seeing for 8 years, and I think I was topping him for like 4 times until I finally bottomed for him, and it was good. Yeah, I was with him for 8 years, and then we opened the relationship, and it was a lot of hot times.
Wow.
And yeah, nothing really special. It was at my mom's house on her bed. I
Disgraceful.
douched. Yeah.
On her bed?
On her bed. She's not gonna see this. She doesn't even know how to work her phone. But yeah, it was nothing. I mean, it was special, but it was, it's so long ago. I've had so much sexual experiences since then. I can't even like replay like the details. But it was.
So, in other words, it wasn't that special.
Yeah. No, he's probably gonna see this. But it was good. Like, it was a good time. But like, I don't know. Yeah.
Well, mine was raunchy.
Oh, yeah, that
Have I ever
really-
told you my first experience? I mean, I feel like a lot of people know, but like,
Honestly,
I've never said it out loud. Like
yeah,
this.
I don't know that you have.
So it was my first my first actual boyfriend in high school. I was a freshman. I was a freshman. He was a senior. I have daddy issues. Well, I just like older men. So.
Don't we all?
Join the club.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So what's it called? So yeah, it was. I lost it in the in the costume closet of my high school.
Oh my god. Not the closet. It just paints the picture. In the closet. Right.
Yeah, because we were in the drama department, so we had access to like the closet.
Oh, this just gets gayer and gayer.
Yeah, my freshman year, yeah. What's it called? So, so we had access to the the auditorium and the costume closets, and we were rechained and stuff like that. So a lot of shit happened. Like, yeah, it was fun, very very fun. Yeah, it was. I obviously bottomed. So, it was. I couldn't take it because it was huge. Like he was Salvadorian, and I didn't really know.
Oh, wow.
He was my first boyfriend. I didn't realize he was. They were like,
Like,
I wasn't the best bottom. Yeah, I I honestly I wasn't the best body when I first started. I wasn't the best at it. I wasn't great at it. I bitched a lot.
Well,
Complained a lot.
Everyone, you know, like when you're.
I was tiny. I was like a fucking size 0 waist.
Yeah.
When you're first
I was
starting
a size
out, you don't know
0
what the fuck
waist.
you're
Yeah.
doing.
I was a
you know?
queen.
Yeah. We'll
Like,
put
I
some pictures of
remember-
Danny smaller.
Like like I was a thin little little girl. Like I was but so. Yeah, no, I was surprised I didn't get a fucking anal fissure then, but that's But it wasn't like anything special. Like it wasn't anything. I mean, I guess I wouldn't have been like that young. But it wasn't like the worst experience, you know. At least like I guess in a sense I felt respected after the fact. So yeah, I mean I wish I would have waited, obviously, but yeah, no, I mean it wasn't that bad. It was okay.
And it was someone your age, especially when you're in high school.
I've been doing some shit that I in high school I should not be doing.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Have you ever had an experience with a girl?
No,
Oh my god, I'm dead.
I knew that it was gonna come up because I
Of
knew
course it
I didn't think you were gonna bring it
Podcast
up.
about
No,
sex.
we shouldn't talk about that.
Why?
Because I like to keep it to myself.
Oh, it's that special.
Yeah. Like so it's I don't. That's something. Like every other boy, fuck him. I don't give a fuck about them. Like,
with the one girl.
Yeah, with that one girl. So yeah. But anywho,
The one that got away.
No, she never.
The one that got
she tried to get away, but it didn't really happen.
She just kept coming back.
That's so funny.
Yeah. So yeah, but no. But other than that, yeah. I mean, when were you like always sexually like exploitations? I was.
I feel like I was, and like trigger warning, I have had like a lot of some sexual trauma. I don't know if we should put that in there, but I think that gay men sometimes have a lot of like trauma.
Oh no,
like,
yeah,
sexually.
my brother told me that he got. I don't know. My brother told me he got molested when he's younger. So yeah, I feel like, and my older brother's gay too. So yeah.
Oh, you have said this.
Yeah. So yeah, like what's it called? So yeah, he's had some experience. I mean, I've had some experience. Also,
Yeah, you
but
shared some stuff with me.
but that didn't. I mean, that happened after the fact. That it didn't happen when I was young. It happened when I was much older.
Those experiences aren't the reason why I am gay.
Oh yeah, no, definitely not.
But
I
like,
was born gay.
Yeah.
Wait, okay. So do you think you're born gay? Like, can you be born? Because
I was gay when I saw Brock from Pokemon. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. No, I think I was just like looking at things at such a young age, and I think like I was definitely I was definitely born gay, but I think I discovered my sexuality like around the 4th grade maybe.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, you know what? Same. Yeah, I was born gay, but I didn't really discover my sexuality till like. But me was like freshman year. No, not freshman year. What the fuck am I talking about? My 6th grade year. My 6th grade, I was like, that's when I started hearing the terms gay and stuff like that being thrown around.
Being called gay, or you heard gay?
Oh, I've been called gay a lot. Like. Yeah.
Yeah, because people were calling me gay before I knew I was
grade.
gay. I was like,
definitely. Yeah, 7th grade I was like, I'm gonna bi. 8th grade I was like, okay, I'm bi. I'm like, 9th grade I was like, no, I'm a faggot.
It's funny, me totally different. Like I did not know that early. Like I was attracted to guys always, but I don't think I realized until I was probably 15. That's when I realized, oh, I'm into girls. And I was kind of like in denial about it for a long time. Like, well, mostly because for those who don't know and haven't watched previous podcasts, I have 2 moms. So I thought there was going to be a stigma about like, people are going to think like they turned me gay and they influenced me and stuff like that. So that was a big reason for why I kind of closed that part of myself off and wasn't really like living authentically. But I mean, now I'm so happy I am finally. Like,
it's good. It's for you, bro.
Yeah.
Should I stick a fist in now?
Yeah.
That's so crazy to me. I still find that so weird.
Really?
Like I would never
Wait,
like.
you like fisting?
I love
She
fisting.
likes.
Oh shit.
I love
I'm
giving
so sorry.
and receiving.
Oh shit. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I did. When she told me I like getting fisted, I'm like, wait,
oh my
what?
god, no.
I was just like, your pussy can handle that? Like,
is it?
Yeah, it can.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Babies
If
come
you're-
out of that
if
shit.
you're- Yeah,
I understand.
No,
But I didn't know they were that like flexible.
No, yeah. If you're
Like
hot
we
enough,
have to get trained.
I know me. If
That's true.
I'm hot enough, like my shit will open up. You shove a fucking fist in there. It's like I'm your little fucking puppet.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Not puppet.
Yeah.
I'm
like, move this 5 little piggies.
Right, she said, I'm dead.
That's crazy.
It's bomb. If you ain't tried it, you should fucking try it.
No,
Like,
That's awesome.
I fisted before, and I can't lie. That shit is.
Yeah.
It's so amazing. Like,
Give
when
me
I,
energy.
it's just some other shit,
Wait,
dude. Like,
wait, I know you give it, but you receive it too.
I have tried.
You've tried getting this.
Yeah, when one of the sessions that I was going to like, you know, do it, he was like, because I'm very curious. Like, I'm one of the things that I've realized about myself is I like to see how much I can push my limits, but it's not just like sexually, but it's also in the gym. I've realized that I feel like that whole mentality at the gym, like try to push myself as much as I can, has moved into like other things,
other aspects in your life.
Yeah, exactly, and that has been one of them, especially now because like with my ex-boyfriend, like we had good sex, but we never tried anything crazy, like, you know, we never did any toys. We never did poppers.
It was very vanilla.
Yes, but it was like good vanilla.
Right.
It was like good vanilla.
No, I'm not saying anything
was like,
wrong with vanilla.
Yeah, like it was good. No, vanilla. Boring.
No, your burp smelled really good because of the LaCroix.
Oh yeah.
I was like, why does it smell good?
I'm a lady. But what's it called?
Flowers.
But yeah, no, like it wasn't bad sex. Like we just had regular sex. We never did anything expectations. Like we never did we always talk about doing handcuffs and stuff like that, but we never really did.
Not the people killer doing handcuffs.
Yeah, but then it wasn't until after. Stop. That's a big one.
That's so funny.
Power ass.
Power.
Yeah, what's it called?
My first like major relationship, it was just all exploration. Like, I mean, there's the vanilla sex, but there was a lot of exploration.
Yeah, same.
Me and my ex were kinky as shit. Still are, but.
Yeah, no, it wasn't until like after my ex that I was okay, you know, like I started. I'm in like emotional damage mode right now. So I was having sex like crazy.
Yeah.
So I would try new things with other people. Like, you know, I mean, we did a threesome at one point. What's it called? Like I was taking big guys, I was taking small guys, I was taking like, you know,
I was cute guys. Never be
and never the same man twice. And then never the same man twice.
Yeah.
So what's it called? So yeah, like I was doing all that stuff, so I was being very expectation. Like they were just like, you wanna try something? I'm like, I'm down. So, but it was mostly like toys and stuff like that. And then it wasn't until like I've never fisted anybody. I never thought that would ever be me. Like I would sometimes see it in porn, but it wasn't something that I was like attracted to. So yeah, so I remember like my first time I was talking to, it was when I had nothing. And then I was talking to, it was a couple. I think you may know him.
The Asian one?
The Asian, yes, this is him.
Yeah.
Eli Lockdown, something like that. Like,
yeah, Lockpop or something.
Yeah, something like that. So he had at the time, you know, he had a boyfriend or whatever, and then like he were exchanging, going back and forth, and he was talking about like, oh yeah, you know, like you should talk to my alpha to see if he's down. I'm like, okay, let's just do it. I'm down. So then we set up the whole thing. We arranged it. Long story short, it was my turn to, you know, go up on stage and do my performance.
On stage.
And so then
he was like, round of applause.
Shut up! No!
Go in there and clap.
I'm dead. But yeah, so then, you know, when I put myself there, it opened up. Like my mind was just like, it was just crazy. Holy shit, I was just like rock hard. It was just like, I didn't realize that I would dominate. Like I like being dominant, but just in that sense, it was just you have control, you have power, and it's like the way that just sucks in like a vacuum cleaner, like just kiss.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I highly recommend it. Like it's just and then ever since then I've been doing every now and so often.
Yeah, it's definitely like up there as one of my favorite fucking kings.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I would never. It still boggles my mind that you're just like you're.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love that shit.
Have you ever fisted somebody? Bitch, you got big ass knuckles, bitch.
I've never fisted anybody. I've never fisted anybody. I've tried, and then people only get past, like they never get past the thumb with me.
No, because you have a ring.
Yeah.
So it's your anal, and then you have a ring, and then what you basically have to do is you have to train it to stretch open and expand it.
The sphincter.
Yeah, something like that. Cause that's what's, and it's same with me too. Like when the guy does it, he's like, your ring is too tight. I'm like,
and it contracts. It contracts. Like it contracts. Like it squeezes. if you're not comfortable during sex and you're bottoming, like you're not gonna open up.
Yeah,
there's a lot of
there's a lot of science to go behind it.
Mm.
But yeah, so yeah, he was like he mentioned it. He's like, yeah, you have to train yourself. Like, it's not just a process.
You can't just go straight into it.
Yeah, no, he's like you have to like it's sometimes like you have to like months of prepping and stuff like that. So yeah.
I mean, it's the same thing with women, like.
But does the vagina just open?
I feel like it definitely opens easier than your asshole, but it's the same thing. Like I couldn't take a whole fist just like that, like at one time.
You have
like,
such tiny fists.
Yeah.
I can shove your fist up my ass and it'll be fine.
Can we compare hands?
You're like, aw,
Can we compare
that's cute.
hands?
Yeah.
It's like Tarzan moment.
Okay. Yeah, you're really
small hands.
Hands.
Yeah. Make my dick.
If you
look
were like,
Well, thank you.
You're horrible.
But yeah, I mean, it's the same thing. Like, you know, you go from, well, you can really start at like 2 and then go to 3 and then 4. Like, it's literally, you know, you're
you
just
start like this.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically.
You peck it like a bird.
Well, yeah, you ease into it because I mean, you wanna.
Do you guys use regular lube? Because I know when it comes to fisting, they have it's a prep. Like they have to make the mixture to make a specific type of lube.
So you definitely like want to lube yourself up if you're gonna do that shit. Me, I'll use like a lube you could buy at the sex shop, or one of my favorite natural ones is coconut oil. I love that shit.
Yes.
I love that
It
shit.
doesn't fuck with your pH balance and shit like that?
Ooh.
No, it's so, it works out so fucking well, and I mean, honestly, it's a lot cheaper than buying lube from the fucking sex shop.
Have you done butt play?
I've done a little bit, like, with a guy, I let him fuck me in the ass one time.
Fuck in the ass sometime.
Yeah, that's something, yeah.
But that was like years ago. Am I open to trying it again? Yes. Like, because now I know, you know, there's preparation and whatnot that goes into it, whereas back then I didn't know that, you know, and so I was just like, yeah, no, this is not going to continue happening. Like, you need to wrap it up. Like,
No, definitely.
but I do like, like butt plugs. Yeah, I do like butt plugs and stuff like that. I've it's funny because I've never been into rimming, and I haven't like ate anyone's ass.
Oh,
You're missing out.
I did get my ass eaten, and like I wasn't warned or anything, but that shit was fucking
I
fun.
love eating ass. Like I'd rather I'm like, don't suck my dick. You might like, let me eat your ass. Like that gets me just going.
Really?
I love eating ass. Like I love, dude, it's my favorite thing. Like Alexis, I'm gonna go to the best art like ever. I would sit there just look at it.
Fucking motorboat it.
No, deadass. Like I would just be like, just like when I would go over him, just don't wear anything. Like just let me just see your ass. And he had hairy butt too, bro. And I would just like melt, and I'm like, oh, just like yes, like yeah, I would just it was the best thing ever. Like I'm like, and then when I get nasty, but like I'm like, and then, it was a great time.
Yeah, it was a great time.
I do miss him.
Miss the sex. He misses the sex.
He misses the ass.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for big legs.
Oh yeah.
Like I love thick men. Like it was like, my thing. What's your type?
I always say my type is dick, but like, but
okay, bitch, tomato.
Yeah, but like, I don't know, because it varies, and I always say like my type is like usually someone with a like non-violent criminal history, probably on house arrest.
I'm dead.
Tattoos everywhere. But I always say like someone, I don't know. I'm a sucker for like passionate. I kind of like to talk before we get into it. Okay. I'm like weird like that, which is funny because I don't come off that.
Girl.
Yeah, because I don't come off like that. But
because she's all thugged out, bald as fuck.
Yeah.
Big old fucking and shit.
Yeah. But like, yeah, I kind of getting to know someone just a little bit before we get into it, just breaking the ice a little bit.
Not just like straight up.
Yeah, straight into it.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, and my dick has like a life expectancy of like a few minutes, so like if I really have to be into you.
Alright, well let me give you a real fucking answer. Anyway, I like like them brown. Linen, fucks me up. I didn't realize until my ex, like, I was like, I love your skin. Like, I love how dark you are. Oh, like, fucks me up. I like him dark. Alexis was fucking. Did you ever meet Alexis?
I never, no.
Did you meet Alexis? You don't think about it? Oh, well, he was brown. He was dark too. I was like, fuck me up. For some odd reason, I like him straight off the border. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
like, just like brown.
Yeah.
Like, I've worked in the fields for a cool minute. And then like shorter. For some odd reason, like the shorter guys, like 5'6" is my sweet spot. I don't not know why.
Short guys are always caked up most of the time too.
Yeah, I mean, like my ex was like, he was a thick boy. Alexis was a thick boy, and then Alexis had some big ass fucking legs. And I'm like, motherfucker had tree trunks.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, and then his ass. Anyway, we need to stop talking about him. I might text him. So what's it called? Oh yeah, that I like him dark. I like him. What's it called? Not short, but like I do like him. I do like him brown. I do like him thick. I'm not into skinny boys.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm fucking a child.
I've noticed that when I do have sex with skinny boys, their bones are always grinding up against me, like their hips or like something always hurts. Yeah, I'm a big bitch, and so like I need someone to like at least have some more cushioning. Especially if I'm like
when they grab you too, it's like it feels like two like poles and like it's I can't.
I always feel like, do you need something to eat? Like, just like, are you hungry? Are you eating at home?
No, I like thicker men. I've never. And it's weird because as I get older, my type changes or whatever.
Yeah, same.
Because I used to be like, guys. Definitely.
Really?
I know. Yeah,
I never knew that.
Really?
Yeah, that's something. That's why you're not supposed to know. It's something I'm.
The fact that you had to whisper it is like something you should be ashamed of.
Yeah, I'm very.
To do that, yeah.
But then when I came out, I started dating. It's mostly been Latin guys for the most part. But brown skin. I do like. It doesn't matter what size they are. I do like them thick on the thicker side. Doesn't matter if they're like muscular. I'm not really into like lean guys or like the. It's not my thing. I like them thicker, like thick, but like I eat kind of thick.
Yeah, right. Like I'm healthy.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like. I have this. What is that saying? I kind of like alternative guys or guys that look like they smell, but they don't smell. But just like a little grungy.
Just a grungy look.
Yeah, just a little grungy, like a few tattoos, a few tattoos.
I'm a sucker for tattoos. I only date a white guy if he's tatted.
Yeah, I've heard you say that before.
And it's like eating a chicken with salt and pepper. It's not fully seasoned, but at least there's something there. You know, because like white, I can't see myself dating a white guy. Like it's just like, what is there?
Yeah.
Like, it's just bland as fuck. And like, they smell weird.
Yeah.
So weird.
Yes,
they like the forest, like I don't know what is it about. Like they smell like some hippy dippy shit.
It's because they use Irish Springs soap or something.
No, they smell like fucking like bark or like like they've been rolling in the fucking ground. Like I don't know.
They smell like outside.
Yes, they smell like pine, like oak. I don't fucking know. Like all those like woods just blended together. Aroma of just fucking bullshit.
And usually like people of color, at least for I guess brown folk, we kind of have the same pheromones. At least for me, I feel like my shit kind of smells like your shit. Not shit literally, but like my pheromones kind of smell like, and it smells familiar, I guess. I don't know. I'm not a scientist, but like, it smells like home. It smells like home cooked food. Yeah, but
I have a beautiful question to ask. Does size matter?
That's a good question.
Okay. On my end,
Let's see.
it's when it comes to guys, it's not about the size of the boat. It's about the motion of the ocean. Like, it's about how you use it. Like, because you don't have to be big. In fact, I don't like them that big. Like, in terms of length, like, at a certain length, like, shit hurts. It feels like you're like stabbing my fucking insides, you know?
You feel it up here.
But I will say girth matters. Because if you don't have a good girth, at a certain point into it, like, I'm sorry to say, but I won't
stop feeling it.
I won't feel it anymore. My mind will start to wander, like, oh, what am I gonna cook for dinner?
You start to game.
Like, you know, like I start daydreaming. Like I check out. Basically. But that's the only area where I guess size would matter. And then I mean, when it comes to girls, like, you know, there's toys, there's...
What kind of vagina do you like?
Hold on, pause.
What about vagina? Like, do you have a certain type of vagina? I've never seen a lot of them, but I know they vary.
I've never seen a lot of them.
They like vary in size, color. Some of them are innies and outies, right?
Innies and outies.
They are, yeah. Because like sometimes...
Some of them have big ass lips.
Yeah, right?
It's like us with foreskin.
Yes, yeah.
True.
Like
I
all
never
dicks
thought
look
of it that
different.
way.
A lot of
Well,
dicks are ugly, to be honest with you.
Yes,
No,
I hate an ugly dick.
honestly,
Because it's
honestly,
I hate a circumcised dick.
when it comes to vagina, I don't really have like a preference in terms of looks. I think they're all beautiful.
All pussies matter.
Yeah, all pussies matter. When it comes to because when it comes to penises, I don't. They're nothing fun to look at for me.
Because you ain't seen the right one.
There's a lot of boobs, and there's a small pinch full of ass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What about you, girl? Does size matter?
Being 12 inches, I've discovered that, like, I'm just kidding. I'm really not that big, and so, like, I've had, like, for me, I feel like if I am topping, I always get a little, what is the word I'm looking for? Self-conscious, right? But I've had guys tell me, like, oh, go slow, or, like it's, like, I like it, it's boyfriend dick, or, like, whatever, so forth and so forth. But when I'm bottoming, I do feel like I need a little bit of, like, because it feels like you don't feel anything. And I'm a big bitch.
Yeah.
It bears repeating. I'm a big bitch, so I feel like I need a little bit of more. But if I'm really into the guy, I feel like a lot of the other things I take into consideration too. Like, did you buy me dinner? Did you take me out? So the sex, I feel like, kind of falls into that. Maybe.
Yeah, size is really just one like aspect of everything. Like you could be big, you could like. But if you don't know how to use it...
Yes, because I've had sex with big dicks, and I'm sure you can relate to...
I'm about to go off right now.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm just biding my time.
Because I've had sex with big dicks, and, like, a lot of the times it doesn't feel good, or I'm bored, or, like, they just don't know how to use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, my turn. Does size matter? Yes and no. I don't like a Tilky Me Elmo type of dick. Like, I'm here to have a great time. So I prefer girthy over length. Anytime pencil dick, fuck no. I've had instances where I had a long penis and it's like but it's like thin and it just feels like it's stabbing the fuck out of you. And it's very uncomfortable.
It feels like it's hitting your bladder.
And don't get me wrong, we love a big dick, but like a big fat ass like 10-inch, 9-inch dick, that's for like a dessert. Like something you have like every now and then, like once in a while when you're craving it, when you want to be bad.
Yeah.
Then you take your 9-inch, but that's I could never handle like a 10-inch, 9-inch dick like every single fucking day.
Oh yeah, that shit freaks me out.
I'll have an anal fissure like every other fucking week. Like no, it's just it's not.
I'd rather you be fucking 3 inches thick than fucking
lengthy.
10, 11 inches long. Like,
Because
at
honestly,
that point, I'm just like,
honestly, because the reality is like, okay, so one of the things that I always say, like, and I feel like men hear me the fuck out. If you do have a small penis, there's many instances that you can make up for. For example, like I've had instances where like I went out with this dude. And then what really matched us, what really linked us together was just like the sexual, our sexual desires, what we're both into. So then going into it, I knew that he was average, and I was like, okay, let me not stigmatize it,
right?
Because I've had instances where like it's great sex. So then I went in open-minded and then so whatever. So like he went above and beyond what the fuck he was supposed to do. His dick was he was girthy, which is I love girth over length any fucking day. Take that shit to the bank. But yeah, so he was girthy and like what he was doing with his shit, like the way he was maneuvering, like, and not only that, but like he made up with I don't want to say make up with it because he made up with it more than enough with his penis. But like I'm big on fingering. I love to be fingered. I melt like a fucking cat. I purr like a cat. I lose my shit. Like my leg when I come, I tense. Like this leg always locks.
Really?
And it's the back. Yeah, every fucking time. And like he did that, and like he was a previous instance. The guy milked me and then like come in, and that's when I realized I'm like I've never had that. Like it was such a euphoric moment for me. I'm like wow, I really like getting fingered. Because when I was younger, I would play with when I was discovering myself, playing with myself, figuring out discovering my body. I would milk myself like in the bathroom, and then I realized that I liked it, but then I would never go there because I would have the sensation of being. I thought it was weird. But then when it really happened, like in that instance, like when he milked me, it opened my eyes. So then I told him about it while we're having sex. I was saying, I'm like, yeah, like, you know, what's it called? Like, I had this realization that I like getting fingered. And he's like, oh, really? And I'm like, and we were already going crazy, we were already going ham. And then he went and my fist oh, dude, it was fucking amazing.
That's your fisting beginning journey, though.
No, but then he started with 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm just like, oh, just.
Right.
That's how it goes. Before you know it, it's like it's all the way in.
And it's just like, are you in? So no, but that was my instance with the I prefer over like, you know, like a good 6, 7, like that was great for me. If it's girthy, if it's 6 inches, that's great for me. Like that's great. But yeah, no, like I feel like that's what a lot of men get discouraged like about their penis size. I'm like, okay, you know, yes, okay, you lack in that momentum or you that department. I'm like, there's other things that you can use as a woman. Fingering is one thing. Like women finger themselves all the fucking time.
Yes,
if you study your girlfriend, like if you play with, obviously, like if you don't know how to finger, that's perfectly okay. You know, you have to be open. And you have to humble yourself. Yeah. You're going into not knowing, but the reality is that you wanna give off your woman, like, you know, you wanna send her off a beautiful love note and be like, this is how I'm gonna, you know, tell you I love you.
Yeah.
You know, like discover.
I'm so glad you guys fucking understand that, cause like.
Because we're gay, bitch. Yeah. Straight men don't think about shit like this.
Yeah. All the straight men out there, like you guys, take notes, cause I mean, just penetrative sex, like, you know, and
you're gonna fuck up. That's the thing. You're gonna fuck up. Like, you're not gonna know. But that's when it's your girlfriend's turn to tell you, okay, I need you to do this. I need you to do that. So okay, you like in this apartment, you fuck her, and then you finger her while you're doing it, and boom, you both come. Like it's not rocket science.
And a lot of couples or relationships or people that they're dating, they don't have conversations with their partners about their needs.
Right.
Like, I think
I need to get paid.
Like people will be in missionary for 10 years married in the same position and have like 3 kids and like the woman hasn't came and like that's what leads to cheating.
But
and, like,
I think like maybe
so much
there's
issues.
Another thing that goes with that is a lot of people are out there, like, you know, we're talking about how we discovered our bodies and stuff like that. There's probably a lot of people out there who like never took the time to discover their bodies. You know, and so they don't even know what makes themselves tick. How are they gonna like tell their partner?
So far
when did you start discovering your body?
When did I start discovering my body? I don't know. I was in my teens, probably like 13, 14. Honestly, it really started when I started watching porn. And yeah, I started watching porn from a younger age, and then like, I don't know, I started
questioning.
Yeah. Figuring myself out.
You? How old are you?
Fingering myself out.
Figuring myself out.
Depends. You're
it's so funny.
I started masturbating like in 4th or 5th grade.
Shit.
Yeah.
You got hella time.
Yeah, I was really early.
Way too much time on your hands.
I was, yeah. I remember very specifically like pulling my foreskin back.
Yes!
Yeah.
Oh my god, I was waiting for my turn to say that. I would pull my foreskin back also. Because I would get curious, I'm like, what's behind there? And then like... yeah, because I knew that like when you pulled it back, it would burn.
Yeah, it would hurt.
Yeah, it would hurt. But I would just, maybe this is why I'm into like all that crazy ass shit. And I'm just like, okay, let me do it again. And I would pull it back even further to see like what would happen. It would burn all like for a really long time up until like when my dick started getting bigger, like it started pulling back on its own. But I guess me helping pull it back, I guess maybe you stretch it open because it would cover it, but it would cover like right like on there, like and there was no extra like super crazy extra. It was like kissed it.
Yeah.
And then as I got older, like it started pulling back, and then I look like I'm circumcised.
Yeah, you do.
I look like I'm circumcised. Every time they say, "Are you circumcised?" I'm like, "Oh no, baby, I got foreskin."
Honey,
I gotta pull that shit back in here.
Right. Yeah, which is important because I think when you don't do that, it leads to phimosis, and so like, there's some guys that you can't pull their foreskin back, and I'm like, but I want to see what's underneath.
Yeah, my first ex-boyfriend.
Yeah,
shouldn't be. That's not my. That's not
HIPAA.
I hate you. You're so dumb. Oh my god.
You can say.
Say Americans.
This is John Smith.
This is John Smith.
John Doe.
I hate you.
John Doe number 1.
So dumb.
Yeah, no, he had that. He couldn't put it back because it would rip. And
Was he Filipino?
No.
Oh, okay.
But Yeah, so yeah, mine looks like I'm circumcised, which is I guess cool, whatever. I like it. It's cool. It's cute.
It is cute.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Haven't we all at this point?
I put something on my Twitter. I'm like, what did I say? Oh, he's like, oh, what did I put? I'm like, oh, he thinks it's pretty, and then my whole group of friends just come to me.
Everyone's like, yeah.
We've seen it, we've seen your starfish too. I'm like, oh my god.
Starfish? I'm dead.
My friend doesn't see me naked. I'm very sexually open.
Sex positivity.
Yeah, I was having I'm not gonna go into depth about the shit that I've been doing. But yeah, I've always been sexually exploitation since I was a little kid. Like since I was young, I would put my foreskin back. Also, that was one of the things I would do. I think it's kind of gross. But I would like put stuff up my butt, like I would go to the grocery store and like get like a cute.
At the produce aisle, just like.
Stop.
You're like, man, you gotta get out of here.
No.
I'm dead.
Not the baby carrots.
I love that you like chose the smallest one. You know he was in there doing cucumbers and shit.
Because I didn't have money for it.
No, I feel that, yeah.
My brother had one, but I wasn't gonna use his. That's
Right.
weird.
Well, but it's also like when you're at that young of an age, like how do you approach your parents? Like, hey, mom, like I want a dildo. You know, I mean, same situation
I
had to find like other objects that were like, you know.
I was even embarrassed when my brother caught me watching porn.
Aww.
Because it was his porn.
Oh, because he's gay. Y'all got the same taste.
So we can bond.
No, it was actually straight porn. I started watching straight porn. I started watching straight porn before I started watching gay porn.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, but I wouldn't stare at the girl's pussy. Well, I would stare at her face because I'd be envious. Like, fuck, I wish that was me.
Right.
But I would always stare at the guy.
Like, I wonder
dick.
what she's
And then the
feeling.
pussy, because I was just like, I'm like, oh my god, that looks so. Oh my god,
Right,
you know, like.
Then you would focus on the guy, like
a little bit of both, but it was just I just like this.
you would focus on like the girl's emotions, but like on the guy's like.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
There you go.
okay.
Yeah, marry that.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, I want to be her, and like, get my shit real. But yeah, so fun times, and then I started going into gay. I think I started watching porn. I was like in 5th grade. 5th grade, and then I started watching the gay porn, and I was so excited. I would go on YouTube. I would go on YouTube and put like men naked or like
Men naked.
or men bulges or men penises because
Because they didn't police a lot of stuff back then.
Yeah. And so then that's how I would watch it, and like I would like dudes in underwear and stuff like that. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
And then I started into hardcore shit, and then but yeah, as my taste as I got older, my taste would change, and then it got into that, and then like trans porn is hot.
Oh my god, yes.
Like trans porn is fucking hot.
I love when a trans woman is just like railing a guy, a cis guy, and like it just gets me off. Just floods my basement.
But I think it's for me. It's because I've always been into dykes on the low key, on the low.
Really?
I've always found them hot. Like Brenda, I used to find her so sexy.
Really?
Because she was a dyke. Because she's a woman, but she's also like a man.
Super
and she would dominate you, and I'm like, fuck me.
Yeah. No, I feel you.
Strap it on and
Strap it on and.
Yeah, there's some studs out there. I'm just like,
I wouldn't. Man.
Yeah, I would too actually. Yeah, that's like not a bucket list thing.
Not a bucket. I've done every color of the rainbow.
Right. Not to fetishize trans people.
Sorry it's coming off that way. I realized it was maybe possibly coming off that way. I didn't mean it like that. But I jerk off to trans people.
Oh no, definitely.
I think this shit is hot. Like,
which is just a spectrum of sexuality. Like it's not like we're not just so.
Because I would never thought that I'd be into that.
You know, it's funny because I could get off to basically any kind of porn.
Oh wow.
It's
really?
for I don't know. I guess.
Dog porn?
Oh no. Oh okay.
I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking
Like
with you.
In the state of California.
human being porn.
Human being.
let's be specific. None of that torture shit neither. None of that like super crazy shit. But like in terms of like sexuality, like I get off to like to straight porn. I could get off to lesbian porn. I could get off even to gay porn.
That's hot.
Yeah, like I don't know. It's just maybe it's just about watching two people like get it on and fucking enjoy each other. Like I don't know.
That is hot.
Sex in general is hot to me.
I can appreciate the female body or the woman's body. I don't find it arousing though. But if they're beautiful creatures of the night, and like I couldn't watch. I don't think I can watch lesbian. I'm a Gold Star lesbian. Are you? Or Gold Star lesbian? What?
Gold Star.
I am a Gold Star gay. I've never. And my mom, she had a C-section, so I've never even touched a vagina. But
my mom pooped me out.
And I was bottle fed, so I didn't touch titties either. No, I don't know about that.
That was the first and last time I went through a coochie. No. We're gonna talk about that. What's it called? My mom did poop in me too, so she loved me. We were talking about. I lost track.
Porn.
Yeah, no, I still watch gay porn. I mean, that's mostly the shit that I watch. But like, I get into the whole. Sometimes I have a little taste of the fisting, a little trans porn, a little bit of everything.
When you get into the dark side of Twitter, you find a lot of crazy things.
Honestly, I don't even go on like any of those websites anymore.
Right?
Honestly, I just stay on YouTube.
Twitter.
Just get on Twitter and just bookmark shit. Call me an addict. Like
the only thing I would say is like a lot of it is 2 minutes. I'm like, damn, you gotta keep looking again.
Yeah, that is only downfall. That's why you should go through the profile, go on their fucking media, and then just look through all of them.
Yeah, you gotta find someone good.
But
so we touched a little on fisting, but I want to know like if you guys are into any other fetishes, if there's any fetishes you could be into. I
love feet, and I don't think I've
really.
Yeah. And I don't think I've had a lot of experiences with it. I'm lying. I've had a few experiences with feet. But yeah, I think that's one thing. I don't think I can say that I have any other fetishes or kinks that I haven't yet explored yet or haven't been introduced yet. But I'm open to.
You're open to anything.
Yeah, it's for any suggestions in the comments.
It's funny. In terms of foot fetishes, I have like an anti-foot fetish. Like,
there's some people that are like, don't even show me your feet.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, you wanna suck my toes?
Right.
You want me to suck your toes?
Right.
Goodbye.
Right. Like, there's some people that are like anti.
No.
This guy, I used to love fucking him and just sucking on his toes. Like I'm not a toe guy. Like I'm like if it presented itself, but I don't.
Did he have like beautiful feet?
He had nice feet. Yeah, so I mean,
maybe I just haven't found the right foot yet. I don't know.
No,
me for Mr. Right Foot.
He's looking for Bigfoot.
I would never be into it, but then because you're so into the moment, I was like, fuck, whatever, let's do it. And then I would suck on his toes while I was fucking him, and I'm like, it was amazing.
Yeah, especially in missionary, they're just hanging up there.
Yeah,
I'm like, might as well put it in my mouth.
Receiving it, but I don't necessarily mind it. I don't really care for it. Like if you put it, you put it. If you don't know, I always feel like I'm gross. Like my feet are gross because I'm always like, I wear socks and shit like that. So but there's guys who are like, they love it. Like
we're into that.
Yeah, we're into that. Yeah, and I'm just like, hey, go for it. Knock yourself out.
Yeah. If you like it.
Like, pay me while you're at it. Shit.
Yeah.
Right, start painting them.
Yeah.
Do a whole ass pedicure.
That fisting, I never thought to be into it, but then I got into it. I tried a little bit, then I was like, okay, I'm fully in. So it's crazy because after my ex-boyfriend, I didn't really do a lot of this stuff until like after I started being more sexually contagious. So fisting was one of them. I don't think I'd ever been to water sports. I'm not.
Water sports.
Yeah, water sports is not my thing. Neither anything with like feces.
Oh yeah.
Oh god. No.
I didn't ask all the way 100%.
Some people aren't into feces, but they still be shitting on tops.
Yeah. And I got into like the whole choking, spitting, pulling hair, like being submissive. Like
I gotta really be in the moment for you to spit in my mouth.
Oh, that shit is so fucking hot.
Yeah.
I'm guilty. I love that shit.
That shit makes me weak.
Oh, yeah, like,
spit in my mouth. Yeah, I like that. Same thing, like choking, hair pulling, spanking. I like getting flogged.
Oh, wow.
Whipped.
That's
crocs,
when I should have known she was a fucking freak.
Crocs, very, very BDSM. I like getting tied up. I like tying other people up. I can be dominant or I can be submissive. I love being submissive a little more. I don't want to say more, it's just more oftentimes I'm into being submissive than I am into being dominant.
What's that?
I'll do ice play.
Like temperatures?
Yeah, shit with temperatures and whatnot.
Wax? Candle wax?
I haven't done it yet, but I am open to it. Like, I don't know. I'm
into anything.
I'm very fucking sensual.
Like fucking turkey necks.
Yeah. Fucking any toys, like add toys
I like
into
toys.
the mix.
Oh yeah, toys.
Yeah.
I do like toys.
Yeah.
I do like toys.
One bucket list thing for me is pegging a guy.
Oh my god, yes. I love when a cis girl is like pegging a guy.
Yes, like
it is so hot.
I want to be your fucking daddy. Like, I don't know, something about it. Like, I don't know if it's like a power thing.
It definitely is.
Or whatever.
And cis
it's so hot to me.
They usually aren't into stuff like that.
Because it demeans them.
Yes.
It demasculates them.
Maybe that. I'm like, maybe that's why I'm attracted.
Like a power shift.
Yeah, it's a huge power shift.
Because with men, like that's kind of how I feel. Like I'm not really the one in power. Like.
So maybe that's why you don't like it as much.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I love both.
Maybe.
I love being dominant. I like being submissive. I like being dominant when I'm a top or a bottom. I like being submissive when I'm a top or a bottom. Because sometimes like, you gotta let them know how to fuck you, because sometimes they don't just know. I'm like, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this. I'm like sometimes like I always confuse them. Like I'm like, lay down, and they're just like this. I'm like, no, just lay down, and then we do my thing, and then I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, bitch, like when you, like I've been doing that. I've been in the game for a whole minute, bitch. This is not my first fucking rodeo, bitch, and this sharing my last one.
He was having sex in the closet.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up.
Literally.
Have you ever had any scares?
Any scares?
That's gonna be an hour.
Well, it's a juicy one.
Right.
Well, for me.
All right, let's try to wrap it up in an hour though. We got 8 minutes.
When I first started having sex with guys, like it would knock off my period, like my menstrual cycle. So like after my first time, I remember my period skipped that month, and I was like, fuck, am I pregnant? Like, I literally went out and bought a test and everything just to like confirm. But it came out negative, and then after like a couple more times, and it happened a few more times after that, I realized, okay, maybe it's just because my body's like adjusting or whatever. Because after a while, like, my menstrual cycle went back to normal. In terms of STDs, no, I've never had a scare. Thank God. Yeah.
You get tested often?
The last time I got tested was probably a couple years back, but that's because, like, I was hooking up with people, and then I got with my ex, and I wanted to make sure, like, I wasn't gonna pass nothing on to her. But recently I haven't been like going out and hoeing around, so I haven't felt a need to get tested. But it is very important. Yeah. How about you guys?
I had 2 mental STD scares.
Really?
Say that again?
I had 2 mental STD scares.
What is that? What do you mean?
Like in your head?
Yeah, in my head.
Oh, okay.
So the first time was stupid. So one of the things I started noticing is I started having like diarrhea and shit. Like
yes, my body's the same way. I always know when I contract something because my stool.
Yeah, and I'm like, why? Like, I'm like diarrhea. I'm like perfectly fine. I've been eating fine. Like, you know, I haven't feel weird. Like, why? And I started having these mental like symptoms and shit like that. So then you know you go Dr. Google, and they're just like, you have HIV. I'm like, So then here I go to the fucking office and stuff like that, and I'm telling my doctor, I'm like, okay, you know, this is nice. Start asking me questions. He's like, what's your diet like? I'm like, well, I eat this, that, yada yada. He's like, okay, so do you eat this? This is not. So long behold, he's like, oh no, motherfucker. He's like, you're what's it called? You're lactose intolerant. And I'm like, that's what you're having diarrhea. That's why you feel like this. That's why I'm like, you can't process, you can't process milk, you know how
and
you
you're
used
like,
to. Oh, and it changed overnight. Like it changed overnight, so it was fucking weird for me. So that was my first one, and then my second one, recently when I texted you, because I was after my, my ex-boyfriend, I went on a bender, and like I didn't.
A sexual awakening.
Yeah.
Sexual awakening.
I went into a sexual awakening, and so then I was getting very scared because, like, I mean, I didn't have any symptoms or anything like that. but I was just getting like really scared for myself because I'm just like, fuck, like I haven't gotten tested, I don't want to get tested, like I didn't want to know. I did cry a little bit, you know, because I was so happy that I was fine. But yeah, but ever since then, I've been okay. I've been more. I mean, I'm not a hoe, but I'm more of a same now. So yeah, but those are the only 2 scares that I've had. And then yeah, but I do get tested often. I get tested like every like either 3 months or every year. And I go get tested when I do my physical. I always get tested. I'm like, hey, can you just test me for everything? And he's like, have you been having sex?
Run the full panel.
But then that, no, it's super important to get tested, you know, like because the reality is like, I mean, let's be fucking real with like us, we don't use condoms.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm a beer, which like we don't
people
use condoms.
in general don't use condoms.
Don't use condoms. That's why, like, you know, now the whole.
I mean, yeah, sometimes you're in the moment and it's like, fuck, I don't have a condom, and then you're just like, you're already like there, and you're just like, I don't care, like whatever.
And you know what's funny is that like now it's the stigma. Well, not the stigma change, but it's so funny that us gay men were stigmatized for having HIV when I think it's shifted now. Straight men have more
really?
Yeah, there's a higher rate for straight men having HIV than actually gay men.
Interesting.
The powers have shifted. You're welcome, bitch. Nature is restoring itself. No, but yeah, but how many minutes we have left? We have like 3 minutes left. Let's talk about resources because you work for the clinic.
I'm not going to talk about where I work at, but I do work at a nonprofit organization in Los Angeles County where we provide a lot of myriad of LGBT youth resources, and a snippet of that is like PrEP, PEP. If you don't know what that is, sound off below or like DM us and we can talk more about that. I know we have a few minutes left, but we do testing, treatment, usually between 14 to 29 years old. You can be as young as 14 years old and receive PrEP. You don't have to have a doctor's excuse to leave school to go receive sexual health resources. I know there might be some under 18-year-old people watching this, but yeah, there's a lot of services out there, and I hate to be that person, but just Google something. Subsidized resources, LGBT sexual health youth resources.
I could vouch. I went through him to free for resources.
Yes, and thanks for reaching out because it's really important.
No, yeah, I'm very scared shit like that. Like I've had my scares and stuff like that. It's been mostly on Instagram because I'm just a fucking dumbass.
No,
I mean and I told the nurse that I'm a fucking dumbass. She's like, don't say that. I'm like, no, bitch, I'm a dumbass. Like I'm a stupid bitch. And like I am a
you don't have to lie.
No, like
like that stupid bitch.
Like,
but yeah, no,
you thought it.
Yeah, but like,
but I did it. But what's it called? Yeah, I went through the resources. So yeah, no, it's super important. You know, like I mean, I can't say anything. This is your mic.
Yeah, but like, look for those resources. One of the great things about living in Los Angeles County is like so much of the funding that we have available. So
yes, that I did learn.
Yeah,
there's so much. You have no idea. There's so much funding for what's it called being on PrEP and stuff like that.
Yes.
Like I personally myself, like I make. I'm gonna say how much I make. But what's it called? I make enough to where I don't qualify for this free stuff. But even then, because I didn't qualify, I still qualify for PrEP for free. Like so, if you're afraid that like you don't have medical and stuff like that, like let me just fucking tell you, like they will find a way, they'll fuck the system to get you those free free PrEP and stuff like that. I think that right now, for the most part, they're giving Truvada.
Yes.
They're doing a whole different thing right now. I know there's 2 that they primarily give. I don't know what the other one is called. But they're bringing up the whole shot situation. A lot. I know that there's not a lot of resources doing the shots. There's not a lot of clinics that are doing the shot. The one that I went to are not doing the shots. I get on Truvada. So if you're worried about the cost and stuff like that, everything is free for the most part. The whole doctor visit is free. Then doing the whole blood work and stuff like that is free. When they get you on PrEP, they get you on free. So like all you have to do is just go to your appointments, make sure that you go every 3 months to get yourself checked to see everything. All your levels are fine and done. So that way they can keep approving you so that you can keep getting that medication. Sorry, I'm stuttering. So if you're scared about the cost, like I said, don't worry about that shit. It's really covered. They will literally find ways. I'm telling you, like I make more than enough to not be able to get those free resources, but they found a way for me to be able to get those resources for free anyways.
Yeah. There's a lot of programs out there. I can't name them verbatim, but there's one program that they work specifically with people that don't reach the wealth gap, and they'll provide free PrEP for you. The full panel is free. A lot of organizations, like my organization, not my organization, but where I work, we will give you a lift, pick your ass up, and take you back home.
That's so sick.
There's a lot of clinics do these crazy things. Hold on.
Yeah, and that's That's accessibility, essentially. It's accessibility. It's making things more available to the community and stuff like that, which is another entirely different conversation. But there's resources out there. So like Google, not to put Danny on the spot, but like that feeling of being scared, you know, like
happens to a lot of us. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, like it's that feeling is like, would you rather want to have that feeling, or not to put you on the spot, but like, or take care of your sexual health. So like always weigh that, like.
And you get peace of mind. I feel like I can't speak for the HIV community because I'm not part of it. But obviously we coincide with one another. But you get a peace of mind whether it's fucked up saying that I'm not putting bad juju to anybody on there. But like it gives you a peace of mind whether you do have it or you don't have it. Now you can find a way to take care of yourself and make sure that you're healthy. Make sure that you take care of yourself and that you do what the necessary steps for you to live a long and healthy life.
There's a lot of shame and stigma with
STDs
definitely and whatnot, and we need to get rid of that. Like protect yourself, and then protect other people. Like if you have something or you find out that you contracted something and you've been sleeping with other people, like let them know so that they can take care of themselves as well.
Yeah, because they don't know.
It's nothing to be ashamed of. Like so many people sleep around. Like let's be honest.
Our community.
Like
we're very known for that.
I mean, even among straight people too. Like people just sleep around. Like so, it's nothing to be ashamed of. STDs are just a part of fucking
It's common,
life.
No, be ashamed. No, take care of yourself. No, fuck that.
Realistically,
no, fuck that. If you know you have some shit and you're passing that shit around, no, fuck you. I'm not gonna
You should be ashamed.
No, but at the same time, take care of yourself.
No, but what I'm saying is, if you get an STD and you find out about it and you take the steps to like protect yourself, let other people know, like. That's nothing to be ashamed about because you're putting it out there. Like you're not keeping that a fucking secret.
You're humbling yourself.
But
if you go around spreading that shit, no, fuck you. Like that's fucked up. Anyway, I'm not gonna go to that because I will have a whole ass like TED talk moment. And we need to cut this shit short. But anyway,
yeah, reach out, sound off in the comments.
You can hit us up. Don't hit me up because I promise you I don't know a lot of shit. But I will rely you to my friend over here, Michael. I don't even call you Michael, bitch. I never call you Michael. Did I call you Michael? I always call you girl.
Girl.
Girl. Because it's weird just like saying Michael, but I never say Michael. I always say girl. Yeah, I would say girl.
Sound weird.
So sound out. I will put down his at down below. He has his OnlyFans. Can I promote your thing?
Yeah, girl.
Okay, so down below I'll put down
if you want to, come ask me. Because I know my friends are gonna be like.
So down below I'll put his ad for his IG so you can follow him. He does amazing work. What's it called? He's a fag with many talents. What's it called? Not only is he really knowledgeable with the LGBT community, but also like he's very integrated within the community. He's very cultured. You're one smart bitch. Like this bitch, because she's from the streets. That's why. Streets know the streets. We know each other. And he does amazing artwork too. He does graffiti and stuff like that. Like I'll put on his stuff below so you can check it out. Check it out. But with that being said, bitch, thank you so much for. We're gonna bring you for another episode.
Yes,
we had to cut this short. I don't want to go for an hour. But thank you so much for being on. I appreciate 100%. No, it's always a fucking pleasure, bitch. With that being said, follow us. The Gays of Our Lives. We'll put. We have an Instagram that I have not promoted at all. But I'll put down there everything down below. I'll put Binni's Instagram. You have your Instagram on there, girl?
Yeah.
Follow us. Follow Binni. Follow me. Follow us. Follow our podcast. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate you 100%. I love you guys so much, and we thank you for being with us today.